Hello everyone, back home. I told you guys I was going to update you, and I'm so sorry it's taking so long. I've actually made like 5 or 6 of these, and so yeah, now here I am. We're in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, and we're at this local coffee shop, Believers, and so yeah, met up with my lovely sister Mags. You guys might remember her from the very beginning of the race. I actually did another video with her in France, our very first month, so it's only right that we finish it out. So yeah, I've invited her to ask me some questions and then to talk about a certain topic. Yeah.
Alright, Brett, so what have you been up to?
I was like, ask me some questions that you guys might go and ask me, so yeah, and we are on 2 different teams, so it is true, she does want to know. We were both in Kyrgyzstan last month, and before that we were in Kazakhstan. Last month was very fun. We worked with an organization there. We actually had a host in this little town called Wash, and we hit the ground running when we got there, and it was amazing, and a lot of fruit and a lot of plants were grown and sprouted and watered, and a lot of people came to know the Lord, and yeah, it was amazing. And this month we have been doing a lot of ATL, which is Ask the Lord, and we don't have a host or anything as per usual, and we're in Mongolia. We've been here for about a week now, and yeah, hanging out with people, hanging out with our guest house hostel family, and loving on them, sharing just anything that we can.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is, if you could narrow it down and name just 1 or 2 instances where you've seen God move?
Okay, actually, 2 days ago, me and Sam were in a coffee shop, and this girl just comes down and sits beside us, and I was like, "What's your name?" And she said her name, and I was like, "She's like, what are you doing here?" And I was like, "Actually," and usually I don't do this, but because it is a close country, I'll just say this, but I did, and I was like, "Oh, this is my friend, and we both have in common that we love Jesus, and we're traveling the world together." And she's like, "Oh, yeah." And she was kind of looking at me weird, and I'm like, "I love Jesus," and she's like, "I read of him in a book." And so, anyways, from there, it's 2 hours later, she gets to know Jesus, and we met twice, and discipling her and connecting her with believers here, and it's been really amazing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that story so much.
It's so cool. It is so cool.
Yeah, just not even 3 days in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. And last month, so many things like that happened, and it's just amazing to see that God just moving, and we're loving on people and sharing the love of Jesus, so that's really
We were talking, so before we started this video, we were talking a little bit about spiritual warfare and just how it has impacted us on the race, how it's impacted us throughout our life. So I think it's cool. I think it'd be cool if we could talk a little bit about what we've learned through this process.
for sure. So, yeah, I don't think I ever gave, I know that I give the spiritual realm enough credit. I think some people give it too much, it's everything is spiritual and everything is this. And then others, I don't think give enough credit, and I was one of those people that didn't give it enough credit. So,
yeah. I think I fall in that category too. And sometimes it's situational. Sometimes maybe I do give it too much credit, but then sometimes I don't. And I think it just kind of depends on where I'm at, or what I want to give, what I want. But I think for me, I've learned how to recognize it more. For instance, being here in Mongolia, I had a great debrief in Kyrgyzstan, and I feel like I left on a high. But then coming into Mongolia this week, I've been feeling a lot of panic, and I've been feeling a lot of anxiety. And I was talking to some friends about it, and they were asking me questions like, what do you what are you feeling? Like, what thoughts are coming through your mind? Like, what lies are you fearing? What worries are you having? And I would list those things, and in the moment, it made sense. Like, okay, these thoughts are just driving me, and I just need to rethink what I'm doing. But then later that night, when I was a little bit more calm and a little bit more collected, I was going through that conversation again, and I realized I was like, panic is. I more began with panic. The thoughts didn't come until later. And I had come from, at debrief, the reason why I was in such a good place was because I was released from all of these worries and these anxieties. And so to come here and have panic over those things didn't make any sense because I was free of those. And so this week I've been learning how to address that a little bit more and giving it to the Lord. Because He has authority over my life and over who I am. Not anxiety, not panic, and definitely not the enemy.
Yeah, that is for sure. I think what I kind of have been going through the same thing, and I think a realization for me is that the devil owns the earth, the world that we're in. We are overcome by the blood of the Lamb and His way because we have Jesus in our hearts, and this is not our home. Heaven is our home, and this is the devil's home, and he resides here. So warrior has been a big thing in my life. My brother actually brought it up to me, and ever since then, just warrior and fighting and battling. Even at debrief, it was brought up a lot, being a warrior, and we are warriors every day going out because we're surrounded. It's like us going into battle every single day because this isn't our home. And majority of people here don't know the Lord, and so we're going in every day, and so things hit us left and right. And last month in Kyrgyzstan, that happened to me, and I mean, you guys even received a blog from me where I was like literally, in one section of it, I was like dissing my team, and I looked back and I was like, what's wrong with me? And I'm just trying to figure out myself and humility, and like in that I didn't have any humility at all, and like just attacks left and right, and like I was down, I was depressed. I mean, I wasn't depressed, but I was sad. I didn't want to go out, I didn't want to do anything, and I was like, everybody was annoying me, and I was like, what is wrong with me? And I mean, in the moment I didn't realize it, but later I look back and it was spiritual warfare. And once I had spent 2 days on my face before the Lord, like they went out and did adventures and stuff and camped in the mountains, and the Lord was like, no, you need to stay back and have time with me. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I was like upset because like it was just beautiful there, and I stayed back, and like the Lord just like spiritual attack, rebuke that. But anyways, and so I stayed back and literally just face forward on like to God and like prayed and was just like, release me at this, and like the next week I literally was released. And so I mean I look back on my life and I'm like, there's so many other things that are just spiritual attacks on me daily basis. It's like I'm a warrior and I have to fight.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember, like, our war is not against flesh and blood. And when you're in an environment, especially like the world race, where you're constantly changing, you're living 24/7 with people that are going to annoy you at some point. When circumstances do not line up, it's very easy when things happen to be like, oh, like, it's because of this, oh, it's because of that, like, oh, they are horrible people, like, just blaming others, blaming circumstances, when really that's the enemy trying to take your focus away from what God is leading you into.
Yeah, and we go out every day and we encounter these people who are like, have spiritual things inside of them, like demonic things inside of them, and we're fighting for them, and we're trying to get them, and the devil's doing everything he can to break it from within and then like release it out. It's like so crazy. So
yeah, so good. Well, that's not good, but God's good, 'cause He wins.
That's not good.
But I also, you've been going through your own journey, and it's been cool to hear the testimonies of what God's been doing through other people, through you to other people, and He's also been doing something in you.
Yes. It's really crazy. After that week, we had debrief, and back in Cyprus, which was like month 4, we were in Cyprus, and I was like, I I want to get baptized. And for some reason, I just was like, okay, there was not enough time, or the time just never happened, and so it just never happened. I won't say God didn't tell me to or whatever. I just honestly didn't pray about it, and some other people getting baptized, I'm just like, whatever. And I know now that it was just like she said, the journey He was leading me on and taking me on. I have come such a long way. I mean, I'm still the same person, but so different. My hair is longer physically. Well, it kind of is. And I mean, but in here, my heart is different. And I have been cutting ties the whole entire race of things I've been holding on to. Other people on the race have just, like, my family have helped me so much go through things, calling me out on things and walking me through it, even when I'm so annoying and so rude sometimes. Just like, Brittany, like, come on. And just how you use those things for good, and like, vulnerability has been a huge thing for me, and just being able to just open up and shedding tears is like, okay, and like, not just on surface level, like deep things that it's kind of embarrassing to talk about, or feel like it's so shameful and guilt, but that's what the devil does. He wants to hold on to those things, and wants us to hold on to those things and not talk about them. So I've been able to release a lot of things. I've been able to cut a lot of ties, and this 2 weeks ago, I finally cut, I feel like this might be my last tie onto things that I need to get out of my life, and it's a daily struggle, it's a daily self-reflection. And at debrief, we're out in the middle of nowhere, and hopefully I'll put some pictures and you guys can see, but it was amazing. And I just wanted my family and my friends around, and I was like, this is it. There was a river running on the property, and I've just always seen myself being washed in the river. And waterfall, you asked me like where my favorite thing is to experience God, and it's like a waterfall or running water. I can just sit there for days, and like, God has just ordained this whole entire thing. And so we marched our little selves down to the river with all my sisters, and Tammy May surprised us and came in, which was like a squad leader at the very beginning of the race. She's walked me through a lot. And then Emily, my team leader, she stayed with us on the race. Those two baptized me, and then after, I can't even tell you, when I came up out of that water, it was just like unbelievable. It just felt like a weight was lifted off, and just like cleansing, and just an outward show that like I am a new creation in Christ, and the old me is past and the new me is here, and my mind is renewed, my heart, everything is renewed, and the way I speak, hopefully, and sometimes the devil tries to do that, but yeah, I mean, we stood up on the bank and we worshipped, and we did some worship, and it was just so amazing for my sisters and guys. So yeah, it was awesome.
It's been being a teammate, being a squad mate of Brittany this year. It's been absolutely amazing to see the journey that she's gone on. And, at the beginning of the race, when we were on the same team, we went through different days. We had testimonies, we shared testimonies with each other. And I remember we were sitting by the Seine River in Paris, and she just kept telling us all that much. She's like, I hate vulnerability. Like, I'm not about it. Like, this is not. I'm not emotional. Like,
I can't understand emotions.
Like, this is just not me. And just seeing her step into that place of vulnerability, and to see the amazing woman of God. Like, I've just seen her walk out so much confidence in the Lord, and I've seen so much humility in her be expressed, like coming to other people and sharing what's been difficult and what's been hard. That is not weakness. That is 100% strength, and that comes from a relationship, a close relationship with our Father. And I'm just so thankful to be someone that's been able to walk with her through this. And just know you have a beautiful, transformed woman of God coming home to you in just like 2 months.
Yeah, maybe cry. Yeah, I'll be there soon, and I'm really excited. And I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the journey. Going on the journey with me. It's been amazing. That's an update for me. We love you all. I'll be home soon. So soon.
Texas.
Texas, here we come.